Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Teofimo Lopez is looking at 140, but needs the Lomachenko fight to happen as soon as possible. Let's just break it down and be honest and objective about it. According to ESPN, in an interview conducted with Teofimo Lopez, he sounded a little bit off in regards to the, Vasyl Lomachenko fight. And he basically stated, we're not going to wait for this guy. We gave him everything he needs, and now he wants, and now he complains about New York being the site of the fight. It's widely known that the venue itself has not been decided. Vasyl Lomachenko is looking at Las Vegas in California, while Teofimo Lopez wants to fight in New York. So, Teofimo is saying that he gave everything to Vasyl Lomachenko in negotiations, and the guy is holding up negotiations, and possibly even on purpose, to try to make it harder for Teofimo to make weight at 135 pounds. He also stated, we're waiting. We went quite a bit from one side to the other in talks, and now this has happened, the coronavirus situation, and apparently they sent Lomachenko back to the Ukraine, back home. So I don't know, honestly. I'm frustrated by all of this and how he's handled things and how he's doing them. And once again, this is his exact quote. Teofimo stated, "We are not going to wait for this guy." Now, we also look at it like this, and we see what Teofimo Lopez has recently said, last year, and what he said at the beginning of this year. And that is, Teofimo wants to move to 140 pounds. Teofimo Lopez has not been shy about that. Teofimo Lopez is an undefeated big puncher, and he's 22 years old. And so, he's getting more into his man frame, his man physique, his man body. So he's growing. And, he's 22 years old. He's growing out of the lightweight division. And he's made it clear on multiple occasions this year, last year, that he is looking to move to 140 pounds. He stated that he plans to move to 140 pounds this year in 2020. He stated that he wants multiple fights this year, not just a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. Of course, the coronavirus is delaying things, but it's going to be extremely difficult for him to keep making weight at 135. So that's going to affect the fight itself if it happens. You also see here that this is a direct statement from Teofimo Lopez. He says, "I'm not going to just be there like a sitting duck and just wait on this man. Obviously, I've been saying for a while now that I want to move up to 140 pounds, and that is still on my mind. The only thing keeping that from happening and existing is the Lomachenko fight. If it doesn't happen, if it doesn't occur, it's not on me. It's just difficult at times like this because of how things play out and how things are." So, you see, and I understand, you look at Teofimo, I understand his positioning. Look, you want to get this undisputed fight done as soon as possible. The coronavirus came in, holding up things. Loma is not, making negotiations easy by not wanting to fight in New York. And, and you look at it and you see how frustrating it is for Teofimo Lopez because, this guy is on borrowed time at 135 pounds. So he wants, he doesn't want to give up the advantage of struggling to make weight. He wants to be able to make weight comfortably, and every month that goes by that their fight is postponed, if that fight still happens at some point this year, it's going to make it harder and harder for Teofimo to come into that fight, fully effective, fully good, fully himself, fully hydrated, and fully ready to face a Vasyl Lomachenko. How do we know we're not going to face, have Teofimo face, Vasyl Lomachenko face a somewhat drained Teofimo because he stayed at the weight too long, because he did not move up and hydrate fully. So that is a main concern. And you see why also Teofimo wants the Vasyl Lomachenko fight badly and also wants to move to 140. He has a chance to make history, twice over. You see that he could become potentially undisputed against, Vasyl Lomachenko at 135, and then he could end up moving up to 140 and face a guy like Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez. So he could face either one of those guys. Jose Ramirez, he could face Josh Taylor. Both of those guys with top rank. Both of those guys are unified champions. And he could end up facing an undisputed fight in two divisions back to back. And if he could win both of those fights to back, he'd literally already be established as a Hall of Famer, because who's going undisputed back to back? If he could pull it off, not saying he can, not saying he will, but the potential of it has to be exciting. This guy would be a huge superstar in the sport, and he's looking to be great. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP.